Hi, welcome to Renata Leuffen Corporation, the organization that works for the renewal of the education system, governments, corporations and individuals. Today I want to send the message across the earth that all artists got to unite to create and implement a new society. Every one of us knows what's going on. If we look at the wonderful and bold youth bands that we have, and our young artists, and also our older artists, we see a group of people who are determined to make this world better, to make this world a world where justice and peace and also joy abound. We artists, we got to unite. We got to come together. We got to sit down together and develop strategies of how we can transform our cities and our nations. And our art, whether it is music, whether it is writing, whether it is dance, whether it is theater, is a medium, a tool, a mode of expression to really get our view across and to reach the people who are suffering like we all do from our mad society. Our society is mad, and our society can really no longer be tolerated, and things must change, because it is pure madness to have all these big corporations, and I have a corporation myself, and I like companies and I like big companies, but it's a madness to let the organizations which we have control politics, control our education system, and control the lives and destinies of the people. It is simply irresponsible to do this. And we got to sit down together, and many of us are very, very broken. Many of us have gone through times of childhood abuse, of rape, of drug addiction, of self-hatred, of loneliness, of deep depression. And we got to sit down together and develop strategies to change our cities and our governments, our education system and our corporations. And we are the mouth of the people. People who work in 9-to-5 jobs, they cannot stand out here in public. They cannot express their true views, because you become unemployable if you stand up in public and if you express views which are not in line with the mainstream thinking, or better said, thoughtlessness of our lovelessness society. We artists are bold. We have committed ourselves to be ourselves, to do what we love, to express the gifts and talents that are in us, and to share our lives with the public. And we got to take the responsibility now. We got to come together, and we got to stop all the things that have led us into depression, into alcoholism, into drug addiction as well, and into simply unhappiness. And all the things that have made many of us to hate themselves and to never find happiness. If we don't stand up today, and if we don't stand up today united, another young generation will go through incredible pain. Many, many young people will simply lose their childhood and also their adulthood. This is what happened to me, and this is probably what happened to many of you. We are not afraid. No one can kill the arts. You cannot really kill an artist. So we should not be afraid of coming together, and it's happening in many places already. But now it should happen on a really grand scale, because we are the mouthpiece of the new generation and of all the people who are in slavery to their 9-to-5 jobs. And they can't speak out, because if they do, they will lose their jobs. We got to find new ways of living in peace, in truth, in harmony, in strength, in health. New ways of living that secure for every one of us a healthy heart and a healthy mind. So what I see is that we artists are healers. We have to be healers, and it is our privilege to have the gifts and the talents to really be able to heal this society. And this is what we got to do. We got to bring healing to this society, because if we don't, who else will? Governments don't want to change. People are scared to change. The education system will not change. Corporations will not change. And we have really to attack all the issues that are hindering the progress of humanity. And we got to come together, sit down together, devise projects for every city, for every nation. And together we can really reform, renew our society and bring about the social innovations and actually also the social revolution that we need. We need a social revolution, and a big one, because what many people are not really telling the public is that our planet will not continue to exist if we continue to live in this mental and emotional darkness that has bound us and from which many of us never manage to actually get free. We got to use what we have to set the people free. We got to use what we have to really tell the governments and the corporations and also the education system that we are not happy with things like they are, that we will not shut up, that we will not give permission for things to continue the way they have been going on and on and on. We will not allow society to destroy another young generation. We will not allow this society to take from us what is our inheritance: a happy life, a happy childhood, a happy adulthood, and a happy future. I'm looking for artists globally to get together with me. I currently live in London, England, and I will open an office in Los Angeles, California this year. And I'm looking to do projects, active projects in music, in protest art, in painting, in performance, and especially also to involve many young people. What we are doing for the people. A true artist is someone who opens the eyes and the hearts of people for the truth that is, for the beauty that exists, and for the greatness and wonderfulness of life. If we get together, if we put aside all our differences, if we get together in every city and in every nation, we will be a mighty force to change the education system, to change governments, corporations, and to bless the lives of millions of individuals. This is a new day, and if society stays the way it is, humanity will perish. There will no longer be any men and women living on this planet, because our society will self-destruct. And we got to stop this self-destruction. And we got to be bold. And we got to save this planet. And this means that we got to rethink the ways in which our society operates, and we got to examine everything carefully, and we got to put all the things that are in disorder into order. We got to put everything right. This is our privilege as artists, and we should use this privilege and not just stay in our nice and luxurious homes and do our gigs and our events and meetings, but we should really unite and create the spirit and the force that is so urgently needed for the survival of humanity, and that we create a society that is humane, that is just, that is innovative, where people are free. Let us create a society of free men and of free women who walk in love, in truth, and in beauty. Together, we will do it.